Hey there, welcome to Flat Out Truth. I'm Paulino B Michael. Oh, we're going to have a good one tonight. And we have a special little co-host that's going to be in and out probably a little bit. Not boo-boo, that's just normal. But we're going to have another little co-host. Let me bring in the clicker of all buttons and my IT guru, helpmate, wonderful, amazing wife. She's doing it all. Here she is, Chelsey B Michael. I'm pointing this way because YT is the right way. I'm just saying. Forget TikTok. Sorry, TikTok.
We do got a special co-host tonight.
Yeah, she's
a little fussy.
Yeah, she's not feeling well.
But yeah, so tonight, thank you guys all for being here. Welcome to the Flat Out Truth. And don't forget to like, subscribe, tap that screen, all that fun stuff, and go to jjsgarden.com and use the promo code TF2 while he's generous and is still offering free shipping.
Yes, he is. I mean, it's really amazing. So yeah, we got a little sick one, and yeah, she will not stay down. She can't go to sleep. She only slept like 30 minutes, like all day, and she takes a good 3-4 hour nap. So yeah, she's not feeling good. So positive thoughts for the little one, please. Anyway, we're gonna have a great show, and she's gonna tag along for the ride, right?
Yep.
As long as she can do it. I think she's just going to fall asleep, to be honest with you.
I would think so.
Whoop. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
She spoke out. But anyway, yeah, we have a great show today, and inspired by all the little ones. They love the show. We just watched it earlier, probably twice today.
Yeah.
Coco, right? Remember Me. I know it's the Day of the Dead and all that. Not that part. But like, yeah, this is bringing the theme, man. Like, you know, it's really interesting. Once she gets the clicking of this button, she's trying to get everything set up. Bring in the
thumbnail?
Yeah, the topic, right? Oh, do I have to send it to you again?
Yep.
Oh, geez.
You never sent it to me.
I know, that's one thing I do. I do all that promotion, but forget that.
Yep.
It's like one more thing. All right, here we go. We sent it.
It's coming.
It's coming. But yeah, now I'm just going to be doing some, somebody might get some double shares here.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, because when it knocked me out, it took I don't know where I left off. So everybody's getting them. So anyway, yeah, this is going to be like another theme of self-reflection. That's what I try to get on, is like everybody needs to start thinking more. And I think that's what I think. So that's why I do it, so that these things make you think about what you're doing. Reflect on yourself, how you can better yourself, connections to other people, to the Most High, if that's the way you want to go, what the world in general, how you navigate, and things like that. But when it comes down to it, remember me. So how would you want to be remembered? Like, what would people say about you, you think, or what would you want them to say about you in the end? So this is going to be a good one. I think, yeah, it's going to be so fun to see what everybody thinks of themselves, or how they want to be remembered. And what are they working on to still get that? You know what I mean? That's like an amazing thing. Like, how do you want to be remembered? I think it's a huge thing.
Yeah, because I think that's why I do like the story itself, because you have such a big contrast. You have the two musicians, right? If you haven't seen it, spoiler alerts. You have two musicians, and one of them trades everything, his best friend, family, everything, for fame and fortune. And then one of them decides that he doesn't want to do that, and he wants to choose family. And I guess other than the obvious part, it's like they both choose what they want, and that's how they want to be remembered. And there's just consequences for all of those things.
Yeah, it's a really, and it's got good music, actually.
It does actually have good music.
That's pretty good music. Yeah, because I'm not really into all those, but that one's pretty good. Especially after you hear it like 3,459 times.
I think I can sing all the songs now.
Yeah.
I get why so many people know Disney lyrics.
Yeah, like that artist guy. I'm surprised that he just likes them, though. He must just like it.
Yeah, I think he does. But yeah, it's like McDonald's says he wants to be remembered as loving, and that's something too. I'm somebody that's like that. It's like I want to be remembered by my family, being a good wife, being a good mom. Not their friend, but being a good mom, and always being there for them, and know that they're going to be able to take care of themselves one day.
Yeah, that's amazing. What the heck?
What are you trying to do?
Just catch it up.
Oh.
It's always behind. Like, see how it sticks? Why does it stick to it?
I haven't figured that out. I think it is you double click.
I don't know.
FYI.
Yeah, because you guys ever try to scroll on something and you click it and then the timeline starts going like this?
It follows your mouse.
Follows my mouse. And I'm like, no, I want to go forward and I want to get it into live. But anyway, yeah, I think that's like a big thing. Is like, and it kind of motivates you on change, right? Mm-hmm. How are you going to change to get somebody to remember you the way you would want to be remembered, you know?
Yep.
I'm going to do my beard thing.
You want to be remembered for your beard?
Yeah. Dewey said I am. Where's Dewey at? Dewey loves the beard.
Actually, he's not kidding. Everywhere we go, somebody always has to comment as his beard. My favorite one is you guys actually had somebody ask if you were famous. You're like, have you heard of me?
Yeah, I was like, all right. Weird things happen to me anyway. Funny. So I am the flat out truth. I mean, I am the brand, right? So even when I go shopping, I dress.
Yep.
Because I'm always advertising, trying to get people to the chat and all that.
Whoops.
And so what ended up happening, one day I was going to the store and Elohim says, I was singing actually on the way to the store. I sing a lot. And they were like, well, you're going to sing even in the store. So I'm singing like the whole time. I mean, just like regular vocals, not trying to hide it, not like whispering it, just regular singing. And it was really cool because like it didn't seem that busy. So I'm going around the whole store, get all the stuff. This is actually on the day of this Boo Boo's birthday, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was on Boo Boo's birthday.
I forgot.
And so I'm going around shopping, singing, and people just keep staring at me and stuff like that. I got my hood on, I got these glasses on, and and the chain and all that stuff. And I'm going around and I'm like trying to like blend in as I'm singing really loud, dressed with these glasses and everything. I know it doesn't work out so well, but in my mind it was working out fine. So then I'm all happy. I'm like, oh yes, I'm about to get out of here real quick. And then all the checkouts, they don't have as many as they used to. They shut them all down, have like one or two. So those lines are out the door. And then the self checkout, dude, it was snaked out like you wouldn't believe. And I'm still singing in the dang line. So some lady finally had asked me, are you famous? And I go, why? Do you know me? I pointed at her. She started chuckling and everybody was like, and I guess they liked it when I was singing. They were like clapping and yeah, I'm glad no phones came out that could get a good shot of me. I think that'd be pretty weird. I don't know, maybe it'd go viral. I have no idea, but I get back and I told Chelsey, well, I'm glad your dad and your mom didn't go because they're really shy type people. And her dad said he would book, and her mom said that she would just leave.
They did.
So and Chelsea's like, just stand there.
Yeah, like, whatever.
She's used to it now. So
I am used to it now.
But yeah, anyway, that was just funny. But yeah, how are we going to be remembered? That can help modify your thinking, your way you live, especially even for your kids, right? Sometimes people do that to be better people just for their children. Because how are their children going to see them growing up as a role model or as their legacy? I mean, especially as a man, right? You have legacy, and that's what you're trying to build on. So how are you going to be remembered? So where are we at? Oh, our taps are really low. Oh, it's like
they're busy listening.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's really interesting, though. I thought it was a really good spin to go on. Yeah. Everybody has their own way of what they think, or maybe they'll change now because they don't want man. If somebody thought of me right now, I'd be an a-hole, or I'd be a selfish person, or I'd be this or that you don't like, and maybe it's time to change. You can always change and. Sometimes it takes longer than you think for other people to see, especially if they know you. If it's a new person, you can reinvent yourself like this.
It's true.
Even Yeshua says that, right? Jesus, it's easier. A prophet has no honor amongst his family is really what he says. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, or in his hometown, right? So that's why when he was outside of where he lived, people knew who he was. They seen him as glorified, oh yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. We even talked about we listened to an interview and was it Ivanka Trump? They're yes. How do you see your dad being the president and all this stuff, and she's like, he's just my dad.
Yeah.
And that is kind of how it is. That you don't see that person inside your family because you've known them so long. You have the access to them. It's like they're just a normal person to me, but to somebody that is outside, they're like, oh my gosh. I've talked about this before with volleyball, right? I was the little girl that looked up to all the college players and was like, oh my gosh, I want to be that person. I want to be that D1 athlete. They're amazing to me. And then that's her tired noise, guys.
She's singing herself to sleep.
She's singing herself to sleep, yeah. She's singing Coco.
Yeah, I think so. She likes all those music. Yeah, that's right, baby girl.
So, but then once you get to that position, it's like I was one of those people, and signing posters. I had my face on a poster, and it was normal at that point. It's like that's just what you did. But it was kind of weird the first time I did it because I was like thinking back, I was like, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be.
Yeah, after you sign like 200-300 of those.
Yeah, then you're like, yeah, I got pushed to the back of the line because I signed too slow.
She's probably like, oh, how you doing? Oh, it's so nice to meet you. You're amazing. Thank you for showing. Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Everybody else is just going, my name out, smiley face. Chelsey was probably asking, what's your name? And then trying to write to that person.
They're so cute.
Nah. No. At least, I guess, yeah. Guys would be the same way, only for hot chicks, probably, though.
Yeah, then they'd be all gung-ho.
Yeah.
Like, what's your name?
Everybody else would be just signing it and getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, it's like, how do you want to be remembered? And I don't know. Should we start? Or are we trying to bring somebody up? We're not up yet. We're almost there. I don't know. I'm still working on mine. Like how I want to be remembered. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I have a lot to go in my story. My history, right? My history. So I'm still working on it, and we'll see how it turns out. I want to be known as somebody that, so far, I like to speak the flat out truth, man. And, I just, that's basically it. Try to live in truth. And the truth can change with new data, statistics, or scriptures. I mean, that's the way it works for me. With that, people go, oh, well, what about being a father and all that? All that lines up with that, right? If I'm telling the truth and I'm seeking the truth and I'm walking the best I can with Yeshua and the biblical text, this is just me. You can be an atheist and be fine. But for me, that's the way it is. And it helps me be that I am committed to the Father and doing what he wants in obedience, and it just goes downhill. My oldest daughter's in here. I think she thinks I'm okay, Dad. I love that she calls me Father. It's amazing. And it's not just because she wants something. This is what she says. She's always been calling me Father. And I always liked it. So she's an amazing woman, young woman, and she has 4 kids, and so she's an amazing mom. So it works out. That's how we want to do, right? And like her kids love her, and that's how they're going to see her. I think that's probably what she's going to say for herself as well. But if you have everything in a foundation of something, you have to have a foundation of something, unless you're going to have nothing to build off of. If you have nothing to build off of, what are they going to remember you for being, chaotic, not trustworthy, unreliable, maybe mean, maybe sad, chronic victim. Yeah, there's all these different ways that you could be. And if that's how you feel, something negative, fix it. I don't know. That's how I am, but I'm still working on it. So it's only going to get worse. If people think I'm cocky or abrasive, it's only going to get worse. I'm going to be honest with you.
Worse or better?
Better for me, because I'll be better at it. But worse for them if they don't like it to begin with, you see?
And that's what I think, too. It's like, I like what you said about always working on yourself, because some people, once they've done something, they're like, well, that's it. I'm done. I don't have to do anything else. And I don't think you ever stop. Life doesn't stop.
Nope.
Even when people leave our lives, life doesn't stop. It keeps going for everybody. And so when you're remembered, it's again, like now this is me personally, is like I want to be remembered for, I guess, helping people, being a nice person. Maybe not nice. I don't use that word, but I know I'm a nice person.
Nice. You are nice. It's fine. Somebody's got to be nice because I'm not.
Yeah, I do. I always love helping people better themselves, and if somebody can learn one thing from me, that's good enough for me. But yeah, it's definitely with your Pat. I think helping you has been the greatest thing, and being your helpmate is one of the best things I think I could be remembered for, because we've told this before, but when you pray, hey, we want you to use me for your will, not ours. Be careful what you pray for.
Be careful.
But you know what? It's the best thing ever. It's an incredible journey, and some people would say it's good, some people would say there's bad, but it just is like that. That's been the journey. It's been crazy, but I won't forget it.
For sure. It's like, it's like somebody saying, oh, I want to, help. What happens if your help is to help me?
Yeah.
Oof, then you're gonna get thrown cans at and whatever. They'll be talking bad about you as well. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you just gotta be willing to speak the flat out truth, and that's it. I mean, the men, I'm glad that I have a lot of men that come and watch the show are very nice, and I like that, because I'm not. So they can be the nice part, and like Chelsea's the nice.
Yeah, it's all about balance, right?
The world can't handle two of me, man.
It would be, dude. It would be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, because we have like Tate. Tate is sort of like me. I think there's people kind of like me, I guess.
Yeah.
I would like to meet Tate. I know a lot of people don't like him, but.
Yeah, I think they're, like I said, even though he's Muslim and stuff, but besides that, I think as far as how he's got men and women pegged, he's pretty accurate.
Yeah, he's only Muslim because he hasn't met me. Because he's smart enough that he will adapt.
That's true.
For new data, new statistics in Scripture. That's how you got to do it. You can be 100% committed, and when new information comes out, you got to be man enough to change. Mm-hmm. And that's how I want to be remembered, that I'm always evolving, open-minded. See, people don't think I'm open-minded. You just got to show me why I should change my mind. Change my pride.
JJ says, I'll be the nice guy until someone crosses us. That's right. I've never seen the movie, but I'll quote it for you. It's time to be nice until it's time not to be nice.
She's talking about Roadhouse.
Yeah, I'd never watched it.
Never watched it.
He quotes it to me all the time.
She kind of got it right, but it's all right.
I'm close.
She's close. So if anybody wants to come up and kind of tell us how you want to be remembered, and you already know that it's going to be this weird point where, like, if I ask you, how would you have been remembered 10 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. 20 years ago, things like that. I think it's very interesting that if you're honest with yourself, you probably changed a lot throughout the years, right? And it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
And do you like yourself better now than you did then? Hopefully, yes.
I do.
You do?
I do. I like myself more. It's more confident. I actually think things through most of the time.
I think so.
Yeah.
But everybody changes, right? Like every 10 years or so. I mean, every 5 years, you could be changing subtly. I mean, just having a child can change you instantly.
Oh yeah, that's been a huge.
You know what
change.
I mean? So now you got somebody that's looking up to you, for sure, and you are responsible to how they see the world. Mm-hmm. Yes. You are the front door to that.
They are the reflection. And if you catch them doing something, they got it from you.
That's what I said. It's like,
and so like something like if our son does something, like he's see, I caught myself. Is like he says the word, I can't do it. And I'm like, I know it's for me because I've never heard him say it.
I don't say I can't.
He doesn't say it. I say it. I was like, I can't do this right now. I can't do that right now because I'm thinking, but I got to change my terminology. And so, but today he said, no, can't, Mom. And I'm like, you're right, buddy. We'll have to wait, but we'll be able to do it later. Yep. No, can't.
Yeah, she would say can't really quick. I'm like, you use it too much.
I do.
Because there is a point where you can't do something. Like if she has all 3 babies, she can't go get something that, or help me grab something. It makes sense. But she'd say it even if it didn't happen. So it's really interesting.
Our current discussion is moving the fridge. And I am physically incapable of moving the fridge.
He wants to move the fridge. He thinks there's a Hot Wheel under it. I don't think so. I'm going to look with the flashlight.
We're going to have to look, yeah.
because it's a pain in the butt to move that. It's really tight in there. Anyway, does anybody want to speak on it? And Marcus was first one up, then Gabby. And Chelsey already went through hers. But hey, did you guys like the thumbnail? The thumbnail was fire. That was fun to do. Yeah, that was one. Yeah, that's one of my favorites to do. I always say that, and I always do something else. Like, oh, that's my favorite one.
I know.
It was pretty cool because I was trying to make it look as Coco-ish as I could make it. So, if anybody, hey, yeah,
it turned out real good. I thought.
A
Sorry, I'm trying to put this freaking bunk bed together. I don't remember for doing this stuff.
Yeah, kids don't remember that. I don't know. I don't think kids remember that.
Nice.
It's yeah.
For that.
Yeah, I don't know where she. Yeah, I don't know where she got it from. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so I think it's like interesting though. It's an interesting topic because, like, if I said, "How do you want people to remember you now?" isn't the same as what you would have been 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and I think that's very interesting. How we all evolve. Hopefully, we grow. We grow. So, yeah. Does anybody want to talk about that? Yeah, it's busy. I might start out with Marcus. Because JJ's always working, and then Gabby's putting together a bunk bed. The music that came with it too, man. I matched the music up pretty good, and then Chelsey found the piano version of "Remember Me," the song from there.
It was so sweet.
And I had one that was the guitar, but I didn't like it. It was good, but it's kind of slow, and so I did a rap one instead. There's like a rap that had some what's about remembering in there, so it's pretty funny. I like doing the promos though, trying to find the right music that promotes the right thing and sets the mood, right? Mm-hmm. Gets everybody ready for what we're going to do, especially because they don't read the dang topic description.
I know, everybody calls it, what's the topic tonight?
What's
I'm
it
like,
about?
I do always put it up for you guys.
Hey,
Yeah, okay, 99%. Don't cry if it don't apply. But we're talking about general. Most people don't read it. But it does help. I mean, if you read it, then you kind of understand what's going on. But it's like I said, there's so many levels.
That's why we give you the beginning part so you can hear the topic and you can think about it.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Did you read it? You didn't even read yours.
I did. I can.
Yep.
All right, you guys.
You can bring Joanne up. I can do it.
You got it? All right.
Yeah.
All right, so our kids love singing and dancing to the movie Coco. And people chase after fame and fortune, world records, and history books. And some simply chase after being remembered by their family. So how do you want to be remembered? And who do you want to be remembered by?
There you go. So, like, really, when it comes to being remembered, just probably my immediate family, if anything. It doesn't even matter if I'm remembered. Do they got the information from me so that they seek out the Most High? I'm more worried about that. I could be burned up like I never existed. I'd be fine with it if the rest of everybody else has a better chance. I'll give myself up for like 1, 2 people, right? 2's better than 1.
I want to be remembered by Marcus for being the lady who makes amazing cookies.
He hasn't talked yet, so I don't know. Maybe he's eating one right now.
No, I haven't seen too many more cookies. I need to.
All right,
I got another
experiments
recipe I
for
want to try out.
Marcus.
Okay. So I didn't realize you were waiting for me to speak.
I asked
was
you.
Waiting for permission. To
Go ahead. How you doing?
But good evening. So you left off at an odd point. Good evening, Joanne, and your cookies. For now, because you guys said a lot, if it was inspired by the movie, I haven't seen it, but the sentiment of being remembered is like it goes in different directions. I heard you say that, if being remembered from when we're younger, the middle age range, or now, what people perceive us to be in these time frames is like almost completely different. I had a thought. It's like when I was younger, I would be remembered predominantly as that troublemaker, but it's ironic, as much as I vaguely remember being the troublemaker or the menace of the neighborhood. I don't remember the trouble itself, which is kind of ironic. So it's like, it's like, okay, well, from troublemaker to, a bit quiet and absent to then, spending a lot of time at the computer and the people who you may have associated with online, what they might think of you, right? And then more to now the people you work with and the people you're associated with. It's like it's strange to separate it completely. And I think everyone has like a tangent where, even throughout that time frame, the decades and so on, there's a specific tangent of them, the thing closer to their personality or who they are, where that doesn't necessarily change, but the circumstance and the location kind of, adds a lot of fluff around it to give the impression that you might be something that you're not.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's really interesting that you said that you were a troublemaker. See, what would have happened if like somebody that was a troublemaker passes then? That's all they get. No redos. That's what they are. They're going to be known as they passed as a troublemaker. Some people are blessed and they have more time and they can change. That's why we should always be changing for the better.
Yeah, like it was actually interesting about your discussion the other night about the prodigal son. Does he just go down the street and that's all he gets? Or does he have the chance to go and right himself and come back? I just thought it was an interesting take on it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Not everybody's blessed for an extended period of time to change, to find the Most High, to be in obedience, to ask for forgiveness,
Yes. That's a tricky part because there's an aspect where are the troublemakers supposed to be the troublemakers, right? Especially when we're talking about the era of youth, you can see a troubled youth and say it's like, okay, that person was born with something in them or whichever else and whichever. But you have to consider, and I'm not sure how to frame this idea, but if you started a bakery and you started it in an area that didn't have it, so they didn't know what they were missing, and all of a sudden it's the next best thing on the block and everybody is getting their bread from you, bread and pastries and everything. So you went from not existing to being a part of everyone's life, from providing to them something that they deem to have value. So in turn, we have to consider all the troublemakers have had interactions with all the people they've come across. And the idea is, what has that trouble benefited them, right? When they're arguing or talking about something, oh, look what this kid did, that, and the other, they're talking about this person. So if we only perceive people talking about us in a highly or glorified light as being the only worthy mention and everything else is to be discarded, then it puts it in a strange place where if people are only discussing you for your troublemaking activities, then they're discussing you, Their focus and attention is on you. And the question is like, is that the heart of it? Is it more about, at that point, is it more about the trouble that is caused? Or is it more about how many souls, or in a sense, it's like either actively or unaware, like they're paying attention to you or giving you value by acknowledging your existence?
If you go that route, like the biblical text, right? The Bible itself is mostly the people that did good are the people that did really bad. The people that run in the gray area or the middle, right? The average person, they're hardly mentioned. They may be mentioned in multitudes, right? 70,000 chased Yeshua after him. The mixed multitude was in the millions. So like there's all these things where like the people that are just doing the average thing in general are mentioned in passing because they're just doing that thing. They're not really swaying anything. It's the people that are either doing good or bad are the ones that stand out, especially for the story. Those are the impactors, right?
Yes, and you set up something interesting in that Saul or Paul, the first king of the people, the one they wanted and was appointed for them. So his story is very interesting, if not amazing, because when they sought him out to install him as king, he ran away. He was hiding, and they had to find him in between the carts of things, right, and pull him out because he was tall and strong, and they wanted someone of stature to be their king. But we have to remember, his story, there's a point where it's like, who shall go down and, turn his ire against David, right? He had to be, whether or not he would have naturally, his heart would have naturally turned against David, but either way it did. He chucked the spears at him and, chased after him, all these things to create David, in being the next king that he did, setting up the accomplishments of David afterwards. So if just speaking exactly to the theme as you've brought it up, it's like, if Paul or Saul is to only be remembered for the back end where he troubled David and David, stood forth in a good light to become king, then what of everything else, that was, if not in line with the Most High, but him doing everything properly as he should be. So that remembrance is like, is even his ill attempts or his ill gains or ill activities, was that all part of the plan? And in this case, it's like it ushered in David. So
what's interesting is when people say the plan, right? The plan of the Most High. What does that really mean? Like, is it something they plan out, or is it because they know the beginning from the end, the Alpha and the Omega? So, that it's so complex for humans to even try to grasp that. Because are you really like have this plan, or you just know what's going to happen? Is that a plan if you already know 100% what's going to happen? And how much do you peek behind the curtain to see what's going to happen, or do you naturally let a lot of it play out? Like only the Father knows, right, what's going to happen 100%. So it's very interesting. Like, how far does he peek? But he already knows that he has to do X, Y, Z, for things to happen. Like even with Jesus, we were just watching this clip where Jesus knew that whoever ate of this bread is the one that's going to turn him in, deceive him, right? So he dipped it and then gave it to him. And he tells him to do what he's going to do quickly. So he knew that he had to give it to Judas. He already knew who was going to betray him. Could he have picked anybody? I don't know. Some extra biblical text said that he was taking the money from the donations. But who knows? Isn't that from Legends of the Jews, I think, right, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. But there's some other ones that say the same thing. Some people say that he unalived himself on a tree, too, because of it. And I got other stories I could talk about with the 20 pieces of silver, where one of them may or may not have been, right, Joshua's coin. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but that's a good rabbit trail to go under. Yeah, Paul did. Yeah, he went and checked it out. He was really amazed so far.
Yeah, because that was something I hadn't researched yet in the Bible when we first heard about it, and I was like, "Dang, that's an interesting rabbit hole, for sure."
Yeah. So, does anybody else have any examples?
Did Joanne say about she wants to?
No. She, I don't know. If she's what do you? Yeah, she's still telling. Are you still?
Oh, she's telling.
Still, or you? So you're still going home? Oh.
All right.
I
Nice.
have two
All
more
right.
stop
So
points.
I like that. The story's cute, but it is about Day of the Dead. That's not the part that we're focusing on. We're focusing on the remembrance part, because the whole thing is about being remembered by your family or your lineage. It even starts out that way, right? Because it talks about the mom that got left for the musician, right? Mm-hmm. And they wanted to forget him,
Yes.
Because he was bad, and then they become a shoemaking family or whatever, and it gets passed down, blah, blah, blah. And then they have all the stuff that's put on these mantles during Day of the Dead so that they can come back and remember their families, blah, blah, blah. But we're taking that part out. I don't believe in any of that part. But the remembrance part I thought was very understanding. Like, because what happens if you are a bad, like, say, father, and you don't see your kids, you leave, and even if you come back when they're older, is that what you're going to be remembered? How are you going to be remembered? I was like, is that still a proud lineage? You know? I don't know. I mean, like, I'm one of the ones that can say that, and I'd say no. My grandfather, yes, my grandfather was amazing to me. My father, not so much. He was until, I'll be honest, read my origin story, it tells you right there. Until I was 6, and then when he moved away, he was out of state. Never really seen him. I think I seen him when I was 14, and then 21. I know it was really weird. Every 7 years, it seemed like I seen him. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is when it comes to that. It's like I don't think he cared about his lineage at that point.
Yeah, because the interesting thing about that is we always talk about, like, this is in the Bible, but we also talk about it in real life. Is it's the me generation, right? And then all of these people are focused on themselves and their happiness, and this kind of leads me into what is happiness. And people, in my opinion, put happiness they coordinate it with things. Like, I'm happy because I get to go travel as much as I want. I'm happy because I can buy whatever I want. And more often than not, I think people are coming around to realizing that those things are not fulfilling. They get to a stage in their life where they're alone. They traded all those things, but now there's no one in their life. And that's where I think that it is more important to have that lineage, because not only is it fulfilling to have, it's somebody that's going to be with you. You do your job well. They're going to come back. Yeah,
it's a sad thing, though. Like I said, it's almost like forgiveness, right? It's one of those things where forgiveness is for yourself. It's not for the other person, because you're the one that would be judged if you don't forgive. It's not the other person.
Nope.
So no matter what they do to you, if you don't forgive them, you're the one that's going to pay for that. So it's really for you, not for them. Just got to be mindful of that.
Clarification. You mentioned Day of Dead. Which one are you referring to? Isn't the one, like, is it around October or something? Or is there another one?
I think it is that around that time.
It's like the theme of the movie.
Okay, so, but you wanted to talk about that.
No, we just wanted to talk about the remembrance part.
Yes, but that, because in that context, it's like the remembrance of what at that point, just the people dying, or how they...
No, there is no after the fact. I mean, they're just sleeping, so that doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It's all about how do you want to be remembered. That's why we started off with how do you want to be remembered.
Yes, but are we supposed to remember people that's sleeping?
Yeah.
Hey, the Day of the Dead is November 1st.
I think the only way you remember them is through your actions. Like, it's not like you don't, because like it does say in the Bible, it's like, let the dead go bury the dead, because you say your piece, you do your closing, but life moves on, and that's why I am somebody, I'll admit it, I can't understand it, is like when people stew on somebody that's passed. Because, and this is true for me, and I hope my kids do it, it's like when I'm gone, it's like, move on. Like, that was the whole point. I served my purpose, and then I'm on to the next point in my life, which whatever, at the end. But there's nothing you can do for people that have passed.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they take out your pictures down or anything.
Yeah.
And, well, there's an obsession too, and that's the difference. I think there's a lot of people that get obsessed with people that have passed away. Like, they can't move on.
Yeah, they live in the past.
Yeah, they cry every day about it or something. It's like, it's very interesting, because when you're doing that, like, say something happens and it could be your mother, and now you're crying about that the whole time, but now your kids are suffering because you're so busy doing that, or they see you do that. You're not being mindful for that. Like if you,
As a parent who has buried 2 children, sometimes like that is,
oh yeah,
it is difficult. There's so many things for so many years that'll just trigger a memory that will stop you cold, whether you're trying to move on with your life because you're among the living. It's not as easy as saying, I'm just going to not think about it. Now, for one, it's taken like 32 years, and now like I can think about her and I'm not stopped cold, but it took probably
and I guess to clarify, it's not that you stop thinking about them, because that's the whole point of remembrance, right? It's not that you forget, it's not that you stop thinking about them, it's when that becomes debilitating.
yes.
And it's not to say, like I said, losing somebody, it's not to say it's not going to happen for a short season, right? We're human, we're emotional. But if you let that stop yourself, then like I said, this is just me personally, but I just don't think you're doing them justice, because they wouldn't want that for you. They would want you to keep living. And I think that's why we're here, because our lessons aren't done.
Yeah, like if I'm not, I mean, that's your purpose, right? I mean, they already know what's going to happen. But like like I said, I've seen people pine over their parents, and they're still like crying over, like the guy that's on that Discord sometimes from California. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's still talking about his mom, and she's been passed for 3 years, and he's like 50, and he says he can't eat or drink or all these other things. But then he wants a woman. What kind of woman is going to want to get with a guy that can't eat or drink when he thinks about his mom? That's what I'm saying. It's like, and if you have other responsibilities, like if you're younger and have other children, you can't let that cripple you that you're now ignoring the living. It's affecting the living now that you're responsible for. That's what I'm saying. But everybody's different. Like I said, it's your life. You can spend it any way you want.
Yeah.
Like everybody here can spend their life any way they want.
Yes.
Just remember, you're not getting that time back. So if it's crushing you for 3 years like that man, I hope that, and he's still ongoing, because he hasn't stopped yet. Mm-hmm. I hope that little, I don't know, clock, click, 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 the little timer. I hope he thinks it's worth it if he lives to 80. That that 3 of those years plus has been crying about his mom. If he ever stops or not, I don't know.
I don't see any benefit at all from, him crying or, working
You broke up a
through
little
his
bit, but it might have been the way you had your phone, because then you came in clear.
The idea is whether or not you saw any value in him working through his emotions.
I see no value. That's just me, because I have no feelings. Because how do I say that somebody pining over somebody for 3 years is not wasteful?
It's difficult when you're speaking of others, because again, the idea of waste is relative. If you're sitting on your country property and everything is taken care of financially, you could say it wouldn't matter how long it takes you to work through anything. It could take you all morning to mow the lawn or anything like that, but it gets done eventually. So how long it takes different people to get there, it's relative in what they're gaining, through the
but you see, you're taking the other elements.
occurring.
Like I said, if you have other responsibilities, right? So if you have like children that you have to take after, but you're crying about your mom being passed away, but now you neglect your children because you're not emotionally there anymore. I mean, we go on and on. I mean, like I said, it's their life; they can do whatever. That's why he said, "Let the dead be dead." What happens if Jesus is like, "Okay, we'll wait for your father to be buried"? He didn't say that. He's like, I'm still moving, and I'm going over there. If you want to follow me, come now. Right? He didn't say, oh, I'll give you some time to pine over it.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult. I'm not sure if excuse me if it's making it complicated, more complicated than it needs to be. But your example is like it's like if you should tell somebody, it's like, let's go, and they walk away from their family and they leave. There's a reverse part of it that suggests that the family is fine, or the family would be fine with their departure, right? So in one sense, the person could be seen as, leaving the responsibilities, just as you mentioned, but also is that those responsibilities, those offspring or whoever else, that they might not need that emotional dependence anymore. That's the process of weaning them away from it. So that
yeah, but you're adding people. It doesn't say they had siblings, anything. That's the thing that it's very dangerous. They weren't mentioned. None of that was mentioned. So if anything, you're assume they didn't have any. He didn't say, what about the children? What about my wife? What about my, I don't know, whatever. You see what I mean? Like that's the whole thing. Like we could add it to a point where the scriptures are not meaningful anymore. Because then we're going to go into like, well, in this one, maybe they had kids and then that's why he didn't go and then blah, blah, blah. Now he was disobedient, right? And he got left behind. I didn't write the book. All right, I'm saying it. If you guys think that's mean, take it up with Yeshua or Jesus. I did not write that part in there. It just, that's the way it is. And if somebody thinks I'm wrong, just tell me. But otherwise, we're just assuming that he had everything else in order perfectly well with children that may or may not exist or a wife that didn't exist. I don't know. Like that's overthinking into a text, I think, in my opinion. What do you think, babe? I mean, I ask you, you're right there.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah,
we can't add that part.
Because you're going to laugh. It's something I used to do before I became a true seeker.
Oh, yes. I know you're going to say that.
Yeah. We were a little nerdy, and we would...
Not we. We.
Yeah, we. Not him, we. Me and some of my couple roommates. We would watch movies or read books, whatever, and that's why they have fan fiction, guys, is because that's all people do is speculate. So they make up their own stories on why the author did this and why the author did that. And you know what's the funny part of it? Sometimes author just made a mistake.
Yeah, they'll even say it.
But they'll say they mess up, but people are like, no, this is what they really thought. Like this is like, this is like sports announcers too.
Yes.
They'll be in the middle of the game and they make a play and maybe it was a dumb decision and it's irrelevant, but the sports announcer will make an excuse for them.
Yeah, it's all, he must have been thinking this and he thought that.
He must be doing that. And it's like,
it's messed up.
Messed up, yeah.
I think it's funny because we've seen those where like
they don't know what they're thinking.
The author is telling them, "No, I didn't. I just made a mistake." They're like, "No, you didn't."
Yeah.
He's like, "You're trying to tell me that I didn't make a mistake on the thing that I wrote that you like." That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told Chelsey, "You're always trying to fix everybody's stuff." You and Diane were. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Always trying to fix something. It was like so silly.
But you could do it forever on everything then.
Yeah.
But then if you do it in the biblical text, you're changing everything. You're changing that narrative.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Changing story, changing characters, changing influence. But that's the funny part. Is like it's all made up. It's not real.
What, the Bible?
No, the
the stuff that you're adding.
Stuff that you're adding to it. Yeah. Yes. You can't speculate on it.
But it can sway you, especially if you say it in a way that makes somebody think maybe that is right. Maybe that's what happened.
Yes. Yep.
I don't speculate on that stuff. I just go by what's written in there. I'm sorry. I try not to add any of my own, I guess, made up fantasy or something. I mean, because I'm really good at that. I could probably try something really crazy, but
yeah. So like Jesse even put in there, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God. I don't know what verse it is, but
it's true.
Yeah.
If you're trying to always look backwards,
you can't see what's in front of you.
Yep.
And we talked about it yesterday. The present in your peace is a gift. and it's something that you always have to work to. But if you're always looking backwards, you're not working on today. You're not being present.
And if you have, like I said, if you have other responsibilities, it's not fair to them. Just saying. I guess it's a little off topic. I don't know. I mean, I want to be remembered for the person that lived in the now and always adapted and tried to help and fulfilled my purpose. And I know I can be abrasive.
Yeah, because I think today's society, they have taught that. It's like you're heartless if you don't drop everything for somebody in need. But the fact of the matter is sometimes you got to help the next person, and that person can do they can be on their own. I think we've coddled our current generation, myself included, and so we're not capable of just being our own self-sufficient adults. We rely on too many things, and we feel entitled to things, and so we're like, well, I should just get this or I should just get that. But that's just not how the world works. And it just is, whether it's cold or whether it's heartless or whether it's, actually love. So.
Hey, I was pretty close in my head. He said it's Luke 9:62.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You probably can't look it up.
I might be able to. Give me a sec.
But yeah, it's just like, that's why people always think I have no feelings. I guess. I don't know. It's to me, it just seems like, well, I just like, it's like, I don't want anybody we are blessed to be down here. A lot of people think it's a curse to be down here, but we're here to learn lessons and to live. That's why he made things the way they are. That's why there is pleasure and things like that. That's why fruit tastes good. I mean, just imagine nothing tastes good or all tastes good. I
gotta throw the ice cream in there. That's why ice cream tastes good.
Dude, if everything tasted the same, you're like that good. If everything was the same, you'd never have a favorite.
There's a lot of
Sorry.
What'd you say, Marcus?
No, I said there's a lot of lessons in it. It's like just using ice cream, it's like the more we seek of better and better and best tasting this, that, and the other, it's like the more unhealthy or ill-effective it is. So it's like it could be a lesson of what not to seek after.
I think too much of anything is too much, right?
Yep. That's where you get into the 7 deadly sins.
In the voice of Samuel L. Jackson, say ice. In the voice of Samuel L. Jackson, say ice cream.
I got your verse pulled up. So if you want to go by this section, it's the cost of following Jesus, and this is again Luke chapter 9, verses 57 to 62. And it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said unto him, Lord, I will follow thee whithersoever they go. And Jesus said unto him, Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not nowhere to lay his head. And he said unto another, Follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Jesus said unto him, Let the dead bury their dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of God. And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. And Jesus said unto him, No man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of God.
So when he calls you, you just do it.
You just go.
You know, some people used to go, oh, when God says jump, I'll say how high. I just jump. He already knows how high I can jump. And I should try to jump as high as I can. It is God, right? But anyway, we can go on to some more.
I was gonna say we'll go on to some more remembrance. We can time to cut the streams.
Wow, that's already that quick. Mm-hmm. Wow, those are going fast, man.
I know.
All right, guys. Everybody else, stick around here. We'll be right back. Give us about 30 seconds. And we'll be right back. Everybody on TikTok, stay where you're at. Everybody else, come to TikTok. Check us out. We still got another hour to go. We will be back in 30 seconds. But don't forget to join and go to theflatouttruth.com. Join the private platform. You can see all of our social media, so you can see where we're doing lives, and you can find all of our replays of all of our podcasts. So there you go. And now I'm dropping her down to Chelsey.
All right, and last but not least, JJ up here on panel. Make sure you friend him. Check the link in his bio. Head to jjsgarden.com. He does help us out here, and we want to promote him because we believe in his stuff, like his deodorant.
His deodorant's fire.
It's all natural. It's organic, hemp-based stuff.
And it works.
Yeah, it's blessed, right?
Yeah.
Praise and sings to it. I don't know if he sings Coco, but he sings something, and it seems to be working. Yeah. So use the promo code TFOT for 10% off, and then he's got free shipping right now. So
yeah, and
hit him up.
We don't know when he's gonna pull it. It's the day that no man knoweth.
It's the day that no man knows. That's funny.
So anyway, thanks for joining us. Stay here on TikTok, people, and come to TikTok. We'll be here for another hour. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paulino B Michael.
I'm Chelsey B Michael.
And that is little B Michael down there. As always, be safe.
Be well.
And that's the flat out truth.